Hello, everyone, and welcome. We have some updates for you, the people. Going to give people a second to get in here. Firstly, shout out to all the members. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. You guys are the absolute best. We have some huge updates coming your way today. I think everyone has seen the video that we're referring to about Karen Pacheco, our real name Patricia, but Karen Pacheco. She saw it fit to attack me because I was filming. Not a great move. So there have been many updates. The media is abuzz. I have given interviews to, excuse me, I've given interviews to Channel 12 News in Connecticut. I've given news to, I've given an interview to the CT Post. I've given an interview to the News Times in Connecticut, and I'm going to be on AM Radio 600 in Connecticut on Thursday. But the updates, they are crazy. So, by the way, guys, just want to thank you so much. We reached 100K. Really appreciate everyone here. You guys are all a part of that, and I could not be doing it without you. So let's get into the video. Everyone, please hit the thumbs up button while you're here. And we're gonna break down all the different news stories. And someone got caught doing a no-no. Can you believe that? The government doing a naughty? Let's take a look. So we'll start by watching. Oh, Twyla, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, you guys are the best. Thanks so much, Twyla. All right, let's get into this thing. Hello. How are you?
Filming me?
I'm sorry?
Are you filming me?
Yes.
Shut it off. Please shut it off. I don't want to be filmed.
Shut it off? No, we can't shut it off.
Listen, get out of here. No, I'm not kidding.
There's National Grinch Day. There's National Grinch Day today. Is that to
You know what? Can you please shut that off?
No, it's silly.
What do you mean no? Get out of here. Listen.
Be serious right now. Hello. So they're celebrating National Grinch Day at 4:15 in the town hall steps. Are you the Grinch this
Can you
year?
get out of here now?
Ma'am.
You know what? I'm going to hit the panic button.
You're going to hit the panic button?
Yeah, can you get out? Get out!
Oh, ma'am, it's not going to be good. Don't do that. You're going to look very...
Oh,
all right, ma'am. All right. You're going to have to call someone now. Unfortunately, she's in trouble. If she's willing to apologize, I won't press charges.
Okay, that's very kind of you. I appreciate that.
It's Christmas.
Okay. So the apology's not going to happen. Okay. So,
Steps for...
yeah, so she received a misdemeanor summons, which is basically a court appearance. It's
Okay.
a court ticket. So she'll be going to court to answer for the disorderly conduct charge, which is the charge appropriate in this specific situation.
All right, folks. So welcome everyone here, by the way. Appreciate you guys. Listen, $100 for 100K. Anyone that donates $100 towards 100K that we got, we'll send you a t-shirt. I appreciate all you guys. But let's get right into the news media, because it's important to know that Rudy Marconi, the head honcho over at Ridgefield, Connecticut Town Hall, he's the first selectman. He went out of his way to actually contact different news media. So he wanted to kind of control the spin before this story even got out. So I want to show you how fake lamestream is. I have 4 different articles, one including video, of the same event. The one thing that's not changed, what's actually happened that's on video. Let's look at each different article, and the video can help us break down their claims. So I'm going to fast forward on this end so that way we have the initial interaction, because we're going to break down everything that is said here. Truth from lie, all that good stuff. So hold on a second, guys. All right, that's queued up. All right, so let's go over the first article, okay? Ridgefield staffer. No, we're going to do Ridgefield employee. Okay, let's do that. This is the very first, and there's one mainstream company that actually did the right thing. Interestingly enough, the first story we're going to read is from the CT Post. That's from the Hearst Media Group. Okay. So let's look at this one, shall we? So here's the first one. This one says, Ridgefield employee charged after swatting a YouTuber with a folder, first selectman says. A town employee has been charged with disorderly conduct after swatting a YouTuber with a folder Thursday, first selectman Rudy Marconi says. According to Marconi, the female employee was being recorded by two men who said they belonged to Accountability for All, a group that records videos, typically of public officials, in their work settings and uploads them to YouTube. The group calls themselves Auditors of the First Amendment. On or around 2:30 p.m., Marconi said the two men wandered around the town hall asking people questions and recording them with cell phone video cameras. The pair questioned people on the ground floor before ascending to the second floor, hitting every office on that level and recording everyone they saw, Marconi said. What a stellar guy Marconi is. Fuck knuckle. The two men proceeded up to the accounting department on the third floor. Now look what they quote, where the public seldom even goes. You can see that the CT Post is totally biased. And this guy reached out to them before they had even heard of the story. So now they're reporting on what he's purporting. And started to record a woman sitting in her office, Marconi said. She asked them to please stop videotaping, and they wouldn't. She said, please, I asked you once. Please stop videotaping. I don't like it. That's what she said. Is that what she said, guys? I feel like that might not be what she said. Let's see what she said, because video doesn't lie and this douche knuckle does. Let's see what she said. Oh, no, we were coming around asking in the town hall steps. Are you the
Can
Grinch
you
this
get out
year?
of here now? You know
Ma'am.
what? I'm gonna hit the panic button.
Weird. I didn't hear her say please. Not a onesie. Maybe please is the next thing that she says. You're going to hit the panic button?
Yeah, can you get out of here, please?
That's silly. Are you the first selectman?
No, I'm not.
Oh, no, we were coming around asking questions about the annual Grinch Day that you're having at 4:15, but I guess before we got to that, she
You know what? I'm gonna
lost her
get
mind.
the fuck out of here.
Holy
Get out!
Oh, ma'am, it's not going to be good. Don't do that. You're going to look very...
Oh,
All right,
my
ma'am.
God.
All right. You're going to have to call... Huh. That one sounds like she said, you know what? Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to assault you because you're filming me. Sorry, Karen. Let's go back to the article. Debunked. When the men refused to turn their camera off, Marconi said the woman became upset and lost her temper, causing her to march out of her office. So now, guys, I'm in control of what this woman did. She didn't see me filming with the world's most dangerous camera after singing Christmas carols, and she just got up on her own and decided to assault me. I caused her to march out of the office. I'm at fault. So I should be charged with disorderly conduct against myself by making myself a victim of myself. The phone, in turn, allegedly struck the man in the upper lip, prompting him to file charges against the employee, who is now on administrative leave pending the outcome of an investigation, according to Marconi. So what he's saying, and again, I hope I don't have to go to video, he's saying that she tries to cover up the lens of the camera. So she brings a folder and she holds it up in front of the camera. When she does that, it just accidentally hits my phone and the phone hits me in the face. So let's see if that is accurate. Okay. We got some slow-mo. Let's see if she hits the phone or if she just strikes me in the face and now they're trying to cover up, spin, and lie about it. By the way, the more to this story, so please stay tuned. Everyone hit the like button and please really appreciate it. If you guys do want to super chat, we did just celebrate 100K and it's just because of folks like you. Let's watch what she does in slow-mo. in the town hall steps. Are you the
Can
Grinch
you
this
get out of here now? I'm
Ma'am,
gonna hit the panic button.
you're gonna hit the panic button?
Yeah, can you get out of here, please?
That's silly. Are you the first selectman?
No, I'm not.
Oh no, we were coming around asking questions about the annual Grinch Day that you're having at 4:15. But I guess before we got to that, she
You know what? I'm gonna
lost her mind.
get the fuck out of here.
Holy.
Get out!
Oh man, it's not gonna be good. Don't do that. You're gonna look very. Oh.
All right,
my
ma'am.
God. That's
All right, you're gonna have to call someone now. Unfortunately. So I guess she lied again. And douche knuckle Marconi lied again, but we are not surprised about that, are we? Back to this poorly written article by Austin Merriman. Marconi says the men's behavior was intimidating, but acknowledged that they didn't break any rules with their antics. If people walk around just videoing you, following you, would that upset you? I think some people would be upset, he said, but it is against the law. I don't believe so. Well, this guy is none too smart. So that's that news story. Okay. Now we're going to go to News 12, who does an actual video interview with this guy. And then we're going to go to the only mainstream media that, for all intents and purposes, went against their own company to publish a completely opposite story than their sister company wrote. And we're going to look at the only accurate description of what happened on media. Spoke to them this morning. They interviewed me. They put the whole thing up, and kudos to them. So now let's go to the video interview that I did. By the way, because people have been asking, hey, Josh, you only made it on for about 10 seconds on News 12. How long was your interview? 25 minutes. So out of 25 minutes, they took 20 seconds of mundane stuff to kind of fit their thing, I guess you'd say. So let's go over here. This is News 12. Oh, let's not let this start without us. Let's not let it start without us. And me being assaulted, by the way, guys, is not what has people upset. What has people upset is the fact that this person's in trouble and might lose their job for assaulting people. Like, oh my God, are you even kidding me? So let's take a look at this one.
Controversy tonight in Ridgefield. A town employee has been charged with a crime after hitting someone inside town hall, but that's not what has people upset. It's all caught on camera. News 12 Connecticut's Karen Pinto shows you what happened.
There's National Grinch Day. There's National Grinch Day today.
It's just flat out.
all right,
wrong.
ma'am.
I couldn't be more
All right.
disappointed in that group who thought they were doing a First Amendment audit. Are you kidding me? Read the amendment and act accordingly.
Okay. He said, we thought we were doing a First Amendment audit. This fuck knuckle says he thought we were doing a First Amendment audit. So he said, read the First Amendment and act accordingly. Well, I think I shall. Oh, thanks, Michael Bowman. Appreciate it so much. The First Amendment, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of the press or of the press, or the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for a redress of their grievances. You guys, I'm fucking fuming now, and I love every single one of you. Let's go back again, because I must have heard it wrong. Because I feel like I have a good handle on the First Amendment. Let's hear what this douche knuckle said again, and then we'll compare notes.
In that group who thought they were doing a First Amendment audit. Are you kidding me? Read the amendment and act accordingly. That's a
Okay, so I'm going to read the First Amendment, and you can tell me how I should have acted accordingly. And the First Amendment says the Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or of the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for a redress of their grievances. That is the First Amendment. Notice how I can do that pretty quickly for you there, Rudy. Okay, so I need to read the First Amendment, and then I need to act accordingly. So I acted. They can't make a law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free press. They did. Or prohibiting the exercise thereof. They did. I was assaulted for exhibiting that right. Or abridging the freedom of speech. Tony F., brother, love you, man. Journalist Red. Yes, so, or the right of the people to peaceably assemble, which we also did. We peaceably assembled. Or to redress their grievances. So this moron is telling us to read the First Amendment and act accordingly. We literally followed every component of the First Amendment and acted accordingly. But this douche knuckle has no idea what he's talking about. Like, I think he needs to read the First Amendment. By the way, he thinks that your opinions matter not because he's deleted all of your negative reviews. It's an election season coming up. He needs another office run. So yeah, your views don't matter, guys. But let's go back to the video.
It's absurd. That was straight out intimidation.
First Selectman of Ridgefield, Rudy Marconi, is standing behind a town employee of 30 years after she was recorded at work by a YouTuber.
We all are brokenhearted for her in that she was intimidated. She asked very politely, please don't record me.
He feels bad for her, guys. And by politely, when she said, you know, he asked very politely, please don't record me. What he meant to say was when she said, get the fuck out of here, and then punched him in the face for exhibiting free press, which is what he should read up on and act accordingly when trying to use his First Amendment right. He feels bad for her. There's no positive spin for this douche knuckle. By the way, while we're in this office, this guy decides in less than 60 seconds, his secretary says, what do you want to do with that sidewalk? It's $1 million. The crosswalk, it's $1 million. And he says, hold on, guys. I understood you just got assaulted. Do the crosswalk. In less than, oh, Twyla, thank you so much. Thank you. Twyla gets a free shirt. By the way, 100K subscribers. Anyone that drops $100, we're sending a t-shirt and honorary member and all that stuff, but anything's appreciated. I'm at 100K because of you guys. But this guy says in less than 60 seconds, yeah, build the crosswalk. So in less than 60 seconds, he can decide to waste $1 million of your tax dollars. That's the asshole that's running this town. You can't be surprised that he has no idea of what he's talking about. So let's go back to this video.
Group is called Accountability for All and was started by Joshua Abrams.
We just want to make sure that public employees have a healthy understanding that cameras are very important.
Abrams and another YouTuber walked into town hall in Ridgefield.
You filming me?
Yes.
Shut it off. Please shut it off. I don't want to be filmed.
They call themselves auditors of the First Amendment.
We try and do
So let's see how, oh, thanks so much, Dorothy Kirby. So let's talk about how we do things and they do things. And I did a little bit of, look what they showed. They showed the part of her at the very beginning. Now, I started my video where she said, get the fuck out of here, because we merged from him saying she asked very politely for them to leave. They wouldn't leave. And then they made her get up and attack them. So I started from the point where she said, get the fuck out of here, just to show that what he said was a lie. Now, notice they didn't show that part. In the news media, except one place that I will read to you soon, right after we're done with this, there is absolutely no place that talks about the fact that I offered her to drop this with an apology. They made mention of us following them around and making everyone feel uncomfortable. The beginning of the video starts off with us having great interaction, singing Christmas carols with people. They tried to frame this in a way that appeased them and made them look good. So, and then they took 25 minutes of video footage and dropped it down to 20 seconds. Let's watch.
Do it in a non-aggressive manner. We try and be polite and let the staff know that, we're not there to try and get them upset.
Eventually, the employee gets up to hit Abrams with a
You're gonna
folder.
look very. You're gonna have to call someone now. Unfortunately, she's in trouble.
Police were called and she was charged with disorderly conduct. Captain Jeffrey Rains with the Ridgefield Police Department says recording in public spaces is legal.
People have the right to go into any public place and film as much as they want.
The employee will appear in court on December 16th. In Ridgefield, Karen Pinto, News 12 Connecticut.
Controversy tonight in Ridgefield. A town employee has been charged.
So let's go over this real quick before we move on to the next part of this, is that he made it very clear. And by the way, government official, this woman's getting paid close to $70,000 a year, okay? Government doesn't have the right to be judge, jury, executioner. That's why we have the executive, legislative, and judicial branches of the government. So the government is balanced. And even with 3 branches, the government has no idea what the fuck it's doing. But this Karen, this trailer park Karen, took it upon herself to decide, I don't like them filming. I don't care if there's a law protecting it. If there is, I don't care to know about it. They are not allowed to film me. I will use physical violence. That's what this moron's backing up. He's not just doubling down by backing up her employee. He's doubling down by saying, yes, I think it's terrible that she has to go through this. And some people are saying, oh, well, she has to go through court costs and she could lose her job and have a criminal record. What the media isn't mentioning in any of these videos is that I gave her the opportunity to apologize, either on or off camera. All she needed to do was say that she was sorry. But tyrants did what tyrants do. They put their egos aside, they put their egos up front, and they let you, the taxpayers, pay for it. And did it work out for her in this part? No. 4 separate occasions, we offered her the ability to apologize. So I spoke to a reporter this morning, and this woman is, for mainstream media, it's really incredible, to be honest with you, because she did a great job. She published a story yesterday. She was the only person to mention that we offered and we let her apologize, all that stuff. But she spoke to me today for about 20 minutes. She asked all sorts of questions. Now, this is from the News Times. Now, the Hirsch Media Group owns the first newspaper article that we read that was totally basically anti-First Amendment, pro the fucking douche knuckle of Mayorville, and just didn't give a shit and did no research. This woman is from their sister company, the News Time, also owned by Hirsch Media Group, and she did the right thing. Let's read it. Ridgefield staffer faces misdemeanor after YouTuber films town hall to educate about First Amendment. I'm blown away that mainstream media is even setting a precedent with the title. Not to entice, not to harass. Ridgefield staffer faces misdemeanor after YouTuber films town hall to educate about the First Amendment. And she's catching some shit for it because she's going against the grain. Not only is she going against mainstream media, she's going against a subsidiary that's owned by the same company as her. Let's read the only accurate story that's out there right now. Pictures, they're not blurring her face. They're putting her in all of her glory, frightened to death because of free Americans. Let's read real news by a real reporter. The town hall employee arrested. No one wanted to say the word arrested. She was arrested and released on her own recognizance of the promise to appear. This is the only place that will refer to what happened with her as an arrest, because it was. She assaulted a journalist and a city official got arrested over it. The town hall employee arrested last Thursday on a disorderly conduct charge after swatting a folder at a YouTuber is scheduled to be arraigned in court next week. Officers responded to a report of a disturbance. Notice how she put that in quotes. She doesn't believe it's a disturbance. At Ridgefield Town Hall around 1:50 p.m. December 2nd, and the investigation on scene led them to arrest Patricia Pacheco, according to a police report. The employee became frustrated when she was recorded by Josh Abrams, who records videos, typically of public officials in their work settings, and uploads them to his YouTube channel called Accountability for All. Describing his work, First Amendment auditing, Abrams says his goal isn't to upset or demean people, but to educate them on the rights they have as Americans. Government, as well as people, is ever-changing and evolving. I don't think the founding fathers foresaw when they talked about freedom of the press that someone would have the ability to pull out a cell phone and just start filming, he told Hearst, Connecticut media. Abrams says his mission is to provide education and, for all intents and purposes, allow the public to understand their rights in regard to free press. After wandering the first 2 floors of the Ridgefield Town Hall, talking to and asking people questions while recording them with cell phone video cameras, Abrams and a man who goes by the name Wandering Hippie made their way to the 3rd floor, according to the video. Subscribe to Wandering Hippie. He's awesome. Just an awesome dude. Great friend, awesome guy. Up to that point, Abrams said that their interactions with people at the municipal building were very positive. People were welcoming us into their offices, and we were singing Christmas carols with them, he said. We had a very, very positive meeting with everyone there. In the accounting department area, they started recording a female town hall employee identified in the police report as Pacheco while she was sitting in her office. The video uploaded to Accountability for All's YouTube page shows Pacheco repeatedly asking them to stop filming her and getting upset when they refused. Abrams said Pacheco did politely ask them to stop recording at first, but the politeness quickly ended. This isn't a quote. This is what the reporter's saying. This isn't like quoting me saying the politeness quickly ended. She's saying this. After Pacheco states she's going to hit the panic button and starts reaching under her desk, the camera pans to an office across the hall where another town employee is sitting behind a desk. Abrams and his partner start talking to the man about a Grinch Day proclamation they learned the town was having later that afternoon, as well as Pacheco's reaction to them filming her. While the YouTubers are talking to the male employee, the camera pans to Pacheco. After seeing the camera back on her, she slams down a phone she's holding to her ear, gets up from her desk, and tells them to get the expletive out. The news media is actually saying what happened. They're saying, like, yes, this woman told you to get the fuck out. I am blown away to see real reporting. Kendra Baker from News Times in Connecticut. I mean, I got to read more of your stuff. Amazing. And you know what's interesting? How Miss Baker got my phone number, guys? I contacted the CT Post that did the bogus bullshit story and didn't bother to authenticate anything that they were being told and just regurgitated bullshit. And I left them my name saying, hey, this guy came to you giving you false information. Reach back out. Well, they own Hearst Media. Hearst Media owns them. She got my number to get the correct story from the message that I left for a different place that wouldn't post it. Yeah, enough can't be said. While the YouTubers are talking to the male, okay, so she then approaches Abrams, holding a file in front of her, swats it in his direction, and walks away. As many people have pointed out, she had just a regular paper in her hand, okay? That's what she initially had in her hand, was a regular piece of paper. There's a lot of intent here with malice because she puts down the regular light piece of paper to go pick up a heavy file and then strike me in the face with it. So she knew what she was doing. Let us continue. She swats it in his direction and walk away. First, Selectman Rudy Marconi told Hearst Media, Connecticut Media, the phone, in turn, allegedly struck the man in the upper lip, prompting him to file charges. Abrams said the folder did not hit his phone, but struck him in the face and drew blood. The video shows the employee approaching the camera with a folder and swatting it in the direction of the camera. It is never acceptable in any capacity to assault someone because you don't like what they're doing, Abrams said. The police report does not indicate who reported the disturbance, but the Ridgefield Town Hall employee across the hall from Pacheco's office appears to have placed a call in the video uploaded to YouTube. Pacheco, 57, was charged with disorderly conduct, a misdemeanor, and released on a written promise to appear at State Superior Court in Danbury on December 16th. She couldn't be reached for comment. Now, a lot of you folks out there, and rightly so, you're asking me, Josh, why wasn't this woman charged with assault and battery? Well, Connecticut's statute for disorderly conduct is quite different than some other places. A lot of disorderly conduct charges, they like to use the terminology annoyance or annoying or accosting, things of that nature. But 53A 952, 53A-182, disorderly conduct in Connecticut states a person is guilty of disorderly conduct when, with intent to cause inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm, or recklessly creating a risk thereof, or such person engages in fighting or in tumultuous or threatening behavior. She did. By offensive or disorderly conduct, annoys or interferes with another person. She did. Makes unreasonable noise. She did. Without lawful authority, disturbs any lawful assembly or meeting of persons. She did. Obstructs vehicular or pedestrian traffic. There was no vehicular. Congregates other person in public space and refuses to comply with a reasonable official request or order to disperse. But we should all feel bad for Pat Pacheco and douche knuckle Rudy Marconi, who thinks that if you go into his town hall and you want to exhibit any one of your God-given American freedoms, then some trailer park hooch sitting behind a desk, don't film me, can get up off of her desk and attack you. And outside, they have a statue to people that have lost their lives, defending the same freedom that she's trying to restrict. The fuck out of here. Every time, 365 days out the year, all the way to the 39th and 3/4 of February. By the way, guys, I'll read the super chats at the end. I really appreciate it. Like I said, we're celebrating 100K, so anyone that drops $100 will get a free t-shirt and be a commemorative member. But any super chats are appreciated. And then we'll go over where she's at criminally and what happens next for her, because she's fucked. Like, really fucked. Let's continue. She was also placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of an investigation, according to Marconi, who described the YouTuber's behavior as intimidating, but acknowledged that they didn't break any rules. I'd like to show you guys something. I need to be perfectly honest. If I am intimidated by somebody or I am in fear of somebody, I will not go near somebody because I'm in fear of them, right? I'm intimidated. So, you know, if you are intimidated, you are a victim, okay? So let's look at how she's intimidated. She clearly, I'm wrong because I'm lying. So let's look at the behavior of an intimidated person. Let's look at her behavior.
Fortunately, she's in trouble.
Wow, I don't think I got that on film.
I do.
Oh, please call the police.
He saw it. You saw that. Perfect. I got it on film.
Please call the police.
I am. Get out of here.
That's assault and battery, ma'am.
We just had, we have some gentlemen up here with some cameras on. If you could send somebody up. Quickly.
Well, don't forget that we were just assaulted. Tell them that.
It's for National Lynch Day, and they're filming us, and one of the employees is pretty upset about it.
And assaulted us. Don't forget that. It's on camera. Don't assist in the crime.
No, he's just two gentlemen for National Lynch Day. We've asked them several times to turn the cameras off, and he just hadn't.
Do you want to mention the assault?
In the purchasing office.
Oh, she's gonna be in trouble now.
Damn, sorry. Sorry for her. That was
Yeah, you assaulted someone right in the face.
I don't know if I got that.
I got it.
I might have to.
I got it. When people get close to me, I hold the phone up high.
Can anybody in the audience tell me if we got that on film?
Oh, we got it. All right.
I know Josh says he got it. Did anybody else see that assault?
Did you want to tell them that lady assaulted us and we have it on camera?
Thank you, sir.
Or did you want to assist
Anybody
her in her
chat?
crime?
You guys see that? Gotcha.
Well, that hurt, ma'am.
Yeah, I don't get that.
You know you can't just hit people, right?
Camera.
You can't just hit people, ma'am. Are you the first selectman?
No.
No.
Excuse me.
Go ahead.
So,
Yeah, sure.
He's gonna give you the lowdown. Yeah, you guys are in kind of hot water because she just assaulted me with a file.
wow, I've never seen anything like that.
Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Oh man,
Wow, Josh.
that's crazy.
So that is the behavior of someone who was intimidated. When you're intimidated, you get away from the problem. You don't continuously walk towards the person you're intimidated by and continuously put your hand in their face, put a folder in their face. There were 9 offices in the immediate vicinity that she could have went to be less intimidated in. However, because we were dangerous people shooting frames per second, pesky American commies that we were with our stupid, silly freedoms, she was intimidated in front of us. Because if you're going to be intimidated, then you should make sure that you're on camera and you approach the people as much as possible. There's only one person that should be intimidated, and that should be me, because she assaulted me. And then the town manager, the first selectman, says that is absolutely acceptable to assault people under his watch. He really appreciates that. Also, Edward, really appreciate the PayPal. Thank you so much. And as you'll see in this video here, this guy calls the police and he says, they're here for National Grinch Day. They're filming us. We asked them to stop. He's even recording our phone call. My kid's favorite color is blue. My goldfish dropped a huge dookie the third Thursday before last month's rerun of The View. He told them everything. But he managed to forget the fact that there was an assault that took place right in front of him. And what did these cops say behind the scene? We'll find out, because records request was placed same day. So let's go, now that we've cleared that up, and they're absolute fucking liars, let's go back to the only person that's done any serious coverage. You guys might remember Long Island Audits. He did an audit at the Danbury Town Hall. He was arrested. We went there too. We've been keeping up on the good work here. Abrams said he wouldn't press charges if she apologized, but the officer told him that she declined to, according to the video. We gave her the opportunity to apologize 4 different times, Abrams told Hearst, Connecticut media. He said he even contacted one of the Ridgefield officers who responded to the scene, as well as the courthouse following the incident at the town hall, to let them know his offer to forgo the charges in exchange for an apology stood. Abrams, who's from Massachusetts, said he conducts First Amendment audits across the country. Sometimes we choose the towns we go to at random, and sometimes we have existing reasons to go there, he said. We knew from an existing subscriber who lives in Ridgefield that there was some sort of news media event happening, so we chose to go to Ridgefield. We weren't sure what it was, but it turned out to be the annual Grinch Day thing. Abrams said the video uploaded to his YouTube channel of his recent Ridgefield Town Hall video is unedited. There was nothing removed from it at all. The only thing that was added was a brief trailer at the beginning of it, he said. Abrams said the only break in the footage is when Ridgefield Police Lieutenant Brian Durling asked to see the video, at which point he pauses the camera. The gentleman I was with was live streaming, so he was recording as I showed the video footage to the lieutenant, and then I turned my camera right back on, he said. Thursday's incident at the Ridgefield Town Hall is reminiscent of the incidents in Danbury last year involving a man from Long Island, New York, named Sean Paul Reyes. All right. So, thanks, Journalist Red. Appreciate that. I wasn't looking at the super chats. Thank you so much. So, for the people out there that are saying they feel bad for this wench, that, hey guys, they're pressing charges against her. Oh, my God. 4 separate times we offered apologies. Now, let's look at one last article, okay? And shout out to Kendra Baker at the News Times. I'm surprised to see, real reporting. It's insane in mainstream media to even see such a thing exist. But look what the Patch says. The Patch is very pro-police, very pro-government. Look what they title this thing. I mean, their page is as unprofessional as it gets, but the Patch is really big. So, Ridgefield employee charged following YouTuber fracas. So, it's not good right off the rip. Now, let's go to the town hall Thursday. There's one part of here I wanted to point out. Oh, there's my video. Oh, here we go. Look at this. This is not the first YouTube First Amendment auditor. This is not the first time that YouTube First Amendment auditors have provoked public officials in the area 4 Danbury police officers were disciplined following an investigation into their interaction with a video producer who identifies himself as Long Island Audit. So this is another mainstream. We're provoking them. Oh, John Denicola, thank you so much, man. Let me be perfectly clear. Let me be abundantly fucking clear to you. If you're getting 70, 100, 150, $200,000 a year to literally control an abundance of thousands upon tens of thousands of citizens, you can't say I provoked you. I made you attack me. If you literally have that little control where I can, all right, I want to make you give everyone their fucking taxes back. I have the ability to make you fucking assault me because I'm engaging in a constitutionally protected activity. Then can I have the ability to make you say you're sorry? Can I have the ability to make you do your fucking job? Can I have the ability to make you actually work for the money that we're fucking wasting on you? 60 seconds, the guy said that, yeah, waste $1 million on a fucking crosswalk. But he doesn't have the fucking ball bearings and the cojones to say, it's not good to assault people. He made it. He caused her. That's what Rudy Marconi said. He caused her. Like, caused her to do it. Such a bad man. Ugh. So they are in this. Oh, Doug's photography. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it. Now let's take a look at something. Now I haven't done, and again, I haven't done this yet with these folks, but they have been deleting stuff, which is illegal. Public record has been created. Stop deleting. Does anyone in chat know what we're doing right now? Does anyone in chat know what we're doing right now? Go ahead. Type in chat if you know what comes now. 1,022 people in here. By the way, guys, please hit the like button again. Pinned to the top of the chat is my PayPal and Cash App link. If you want to help us, we really do appreciate that. And also, like I said, super chats are appreciated. Anyone that sends $100 gets a t-shirt and a free membership. Oh, by the way, she has court December 16th. She has been placed on administrative leave. There's something else that I wanted to tell you about her. I'll remember it. We're playing America's favorite game. It's called Hello, Can You Go? I can go down low. Most of the time. I'm getting older, though. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the place that we're talking about. The Ridgefield Town Hall. You will notice that your reviews don't matter. Your feelings don't matter. And it makes sense. The reason that your feelings, I mean, listen, they assaulted me and attacked me simply because I used my free speech. So we cannot be surprised, even for a fucking second, that they're deleting your free speech. And I got to tell you that, people are asking me, follow up. What's the fucking point? What's the point of a follow-up, right? We go audit, and when we audit, we want to see what they're doing that's working, what they're doing that's not working, allow that institution or agency, town hall, police department, whatever, instill change to make sure that that behavior is corrected. And then we go back on a revisit to make sure those changes are enacted. And the lady, and Kendra Baker from News Times asked me the same question. You plan on going back? What's the fucking point? Right? If you see a child, every time I deal with the government or I talk about the government, I akin them to small children. When you see a small child doing something wrong, and you don't correct the behavior, and then they set the fucking house on fire again. Pat Bell Sr., thank you so much. Appreciate that. Then they set the house on fire again. Who do you have to blame? Yourself. In life, it's not always about the fumble. It's about the recovery. All right, you can be running down the field. You're at the 20, you're at the 10, you're at the 5, and you fumble that ball. No one's worried. No one's like, oh my God, he just fumbled it. I hate this guy. I'm turning in his jersey. The only anticipation people has is will he recover that fumble? And that's what it's about. Not the fumble, but the recovery, how they make it right. This guy has said that they did nothing wrong. And so he encourages his staff to assault people and then feels bad when they're held responsible for it. So let me ask you a question, Rudy, you stupid asshole. Let me ask you this question, okay? And I'm talking to the figurative Rudy, not to him specifically, because He watches lame stream, not real shit. But let me ask you this question. The police were wrong? Rudy? Were the police wrong? Because now we're getting into the government, back the blue, back the frickin' blue. Every single time, bareback them if you need to. Oh, wait, you're going to arrest one of my people for assaulting a cameraman, exhibiting his free rights? Yeah, no, you guys aren't cool. So this guy's saying it's sad what happened. What he's really doing is shitting on his own cops. Now, I still don't know what happened behind closed doors, and I'm going to find out. But now he said, now, if we did that to her, nay, strike. If say everything played out the way that it did, and I physically restrained her. She hit me with the folder. I wrenched her arm up behind her back, or whatever, right? Then I'd be the one getting arrested. And then Rudy would be like, oh, yeah, police are great. You know, the First Amendment, act accordingly. So now Rudy has a problem with his own police because they didn't break the law, because they enforced law enforcement on someone that broke the law. The problem is, Rudy, right? Is it that it's someone that works for you? I'll tell you one thing. You got a long way to go, buddy. You know what I mean? The fall from grace sucks. Enjoy every inch the way down, because I don't see a re-election in your future. Oh, Tracy Leanne, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Josh, keep up the great work. Thank you for standing up for our rights. That's the reason I stopped you. That's the reason you stopped me today. Holy smokes. So let's go see if anyone has left any reviews, if anyone has redressed their grievances. And you know what, guys? Nothing is showing up. You know why? Because they flagged their account. Look at, not a negative review. Mine shows up, but it's not affecting because they only have 5 reviews, 5 stars. So even mine's been held. That's what they feel about you guys. That's the town hall in Ridgefield, Connecticut. Thank you so much, all father. Appreciate that, brother. Or sister. Whatever you shall be. You may be. We're going to give it a second to see if anything comes back. I don't think it will. And while we're here, guys, just want to let you know. Hold on. Let's go to the about. Let's go over here. Hold on one sec, guys. We're doing some work together. Blah, 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 blah. All right, we're going to stop the screen share there. I'm going to check back there in a second. Guys, this is the AFA merch store. If you go to the About page for Accountability for All, you can just head on right over to the About page. Quick story real quick. AFA doesn't make one single dime off of his merchandise. If you guys remember Shane Shoemate from Team Shane, he was wrongfully convicted for attempted murder against a police officer. Body cam footage along with several other things came out before our investigation and during our investigation, which showed that he shouldn't be spending 26 years in jail. It was the cop that lied. And his mother, Erica, used to run a merch shop. So I reached out to her. I gave her the opportunity to run my merchandise, and and by the way, he's fighting for post-conviction relief right now in the appeals court for these scumbag cops out there to be held accountable. Regardless, every single penny that is made from the merch goes to her. So I always like to show this when I can. It doesn't make me a few dollars, but it sure helps her. And she's just super talented. And there's some very cool designs. My favorite shirt is right here. Also available in look at this, man. Film the Police, right? So that's the t-shirt. Film the Police with the AFA logo, AFA on the side, press on the back. Looks super cool in the style of a cell phone. Also, should your baby needs a onesie, it says Film the Police and me. Absolutely fucking great. Late Night with 702 has just posted the merch shop link, so I pinned it to the top of the chat. Thank you, 702. And that's not the only great stuff we have. We have We the People with the Statue of Liberty holding the AR. We have the Constitution Matters, AFA, We the People. We have this one that I love. Your first mistake was thinking I was one of the sheep. different varieties. We have decals coming soon, but she's a wonderful, wonderful lady. It's AFA merch. It's approved by me, for the people, by the people. Get you some and enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So, we've been doing a lot of work on mayors, and there's a way to do things and there's a way not. In fact, if you look at my video earlier today, you'll notice that we had a mayor on. And this is why I love this shit, because every reporter that I've spoke to, and by the way, Thursday, 8 a.m., I'll be on 600 a.m. in Connecticut talking about this. But they were able to say, well, like, you must not get positive reactions. You can understand why people are put off about this. No, I had the mayor of Putnam, Connecticut, Barney Senni, on today. Something similar happened in Putnam, Connecticut at his town hall. He said it was unacceptable. He addressed it. He stayed in close contact with me. He hired an attorney to come sit down with his employees. The attorney watched the video along with his employees, and then he coached, refocused, and course corrected and moved forward accordingly. We have the ability to fix this. But you got assholes like Rudy Marconi that are doing the wrong thing. Okay? And I would like to share one more thing with you. And I'd like to let this sink in. Okay? Hold on, guys. Don't go nowhere. And there's so many more news stories on this now, but I'm trying to look for where was it? The CT12 one. Is it over here? Oh, okay. I know how I look this up. Hold on a second. Where's the little search bar? Hold on. Hold on one sec, guys. This is important. I want to share this with you, so give me 1 second. Nanner, is Nanner in the chat? Banana, can someone send me the CT News 12 thing? I want to play that real quick. Stand by. Here we go. Maybe Hippie, can you send it to me? I just want to find this thing. Here we go. Here it is. Okay, hold on. All right, perfect. I got it. Thanks for bearing with me, guys, because I needed to pull this so you guys could see it. Thanks, Anna. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, perfect. We got what we need. Everyone thank Banana Rana. She's the best because she saved our butts. All right, I want this to sink in, okay? Now, Rudy Marconi makes like $200,000 a year, $200,000 a year, That's quite a bit of fucking money. Okay. And he has a message for you folks.
Has been charged with a crime after hitting someone inside town hall, but that's not what has people upset. It's all caught on camera. News 12 Connecticut's Karen Pinto shows you what happened.
There's National Grinch Day. There's National Grinch Day today. Very.
It's just flat out.
All right,
wrong.
ma'am.
I couldn't be more
All right.
disappointed in that group who thought they were doing a First Amendment audit. Are you kidding me? Read the amendment and act accordingly. That's absurd.
You remember that, guys. Take that home with you. Let it ruminate. You thought you had rights. Read the amendment. Act accordingly. And if you don't worry. We'll course correct. We'll just beat the shit out of you. Funny thing, freedoms and cameras and scallywags and scoundrels. Now, Zach says, Rudy is a good guy. Unfortunately, you met him in a bad situation. No, I don't think. I think it's quite the opposite, Zach. I think maybe he's a half-decent politician, not smart enough to save himself from a sinking fucking ship. Or maybe he's just so old school, he's happy to go down with his ship, being the town hall and his non-burger election that's going to happen next time around. But he's not a good guy that I caught in a bad situation. He puts on a good front, and I caught him being himself, which is an epic fuck-knuckle piece of shit in a situation where it mattered. In his capacity, he's telling you, the public, come in here and film, and I'll have you assaulted. End of story. And we feel bad for her. We feel bad she's going through this. You know what? No one on any side of the aisle should feel bad for this fucking woman. And I'll tell you why. Because all she had to say was two simple words. I'm not yelling at you, Zach. I'm not yelling at you at all. I'm just commenting that I think he puts on a good front, and now he got put on Front Street. People like that, they like to think that they have excellent verbal judo skills, and they have a black belt in the art of tung fu. But no one can play fuck quite as good as the king of fuck. Right? And that's exactly what I do for a living. I deal with people that are tyrant assholes, and I put them back into their place using their own words. And that's what this guy did. Don't feel bad for this woman. All she had to do was say, I'm sorry. And I said I would take the apology off camera. It didn't have to be this big production. She couldn't say, I'm sorry. So all the people that feel bad about, her losing her job and her attorney bills and the court costs and her criminal record, she made that decision. It's like if I went out and kicked a puppy and people are like, I feel bad. I can't believe Josh had to kick that puppy, and that poor puppy. I just feel so bad for Josh. No, don't feel bad for me. I went out and kicked the fucking puppy. Only in the land of government does the Twilight Zone actually fucking exist. And don't bag on Zach. Zach might know the guy, thinks he's a decent guy. That's fine. I'm just here to tell you that, let me give you an example. Dante Alighieri, who wrote Inferno, right? Dante Alighieri said, the deepest depths of hell are those who would maintain neutrality in a time of moral compromise. Let that sink in. The deepest depths of hell are reserved for those who would maintain neutrality in a time of moral compromise. What that means is when the heat's fucking on and the shit is hitting the fucking fan, people step out, or they do nothing. The people that do nothing are the absolute worst, right? I would say the people that are watching this happen, they're in a time of moral crisis. And they literally take the opportunity to not only say nothing, they say something. And it's fuck you, and fuck your freedom, and fuck everything you stand for. I run this town. This is my town. She's my employee. This is my building. You know what? Hit him where it hurts. That's in the wallet. Don't vote that asshole back into office. Because if he did it to me, he'll do it to you. And I can only imagine how much he's doing it continuously. Let's go over some super chats to everyone here. Really appreciate you guys. Twyla, amazing. Been there from the beginning. Sent a $49.99 super sticker. Thank you, Twyla. By the way, guys, again, if you want to send some PayPal or super chat, we'll send you a t-shirt. We're going to send Twyla one. Michael Bowman, I'm hiding from Chile. Don't tell him I'm here. I just did by accident. You made me rat on you, Michael. Journalist Red, $1.99. It's always your fault, Josh. Yeah, I knew that. Duh. Twyla says for $49.99, Ush sends another super sticker. Thank you, Twyla. Dorothy Kirby also sends a super sticker for $19.99. Jeremy Yan for $2.99 sends a super sticker. We apologize that I'm keeping an eye on the chat in case any more comes in. I just found Scalzo Photo just sent one. I'll read yours in a second, Scalzo. Banana, a 99-cent super sticker. Thank you so much. Journalist Red, Anna is better than Josh. Well, this is a fact. $1.99. Just say sorry. She should have. John Denicola. Hello, my brother. So much for the Constitution State. Yeah, right. It's literally called the Constitution State. Anything but. Doug's Photography says, stay strong for $5. Thank you. Patrick Bell Sr. says, keep up the great work. Your videos and commentary are clear, concise, and to the point. This is important work you're doing. Thank you so much. Tracy Leanne for $19.99 says, Josh, keep up the great work. Thank you for standing up for our rights. That's the reason I stopped you today. Damn, you got me. All Father for $10. Appreciate you. Josh, you're doing great things. America's behind you. Who cares about what those tyrants think? America saw the truth and more of us. You are a hero. I am not a hero. Jacob Peck for $2 sent a super sticker. Hold on. There's more folks in chat, and I got to be better at doing this. Jeremy Yan, thank you so much. Sends a $49.99 super sticker. I have to go back up to Scalzo Photo. Thank you, Jeremy, so much, brother. Scalzo Photo says, I'm curious how many viewers each mainstream story got. Oh, that's the other thing. Sometimes they get fewer views while still having the mainstream branding. They even get more viewers. Your viewers are less passive. I do. Oh, Tom Roberson. What's up, Tom? How are you doing, Tom? Great to see you, man. Orion's Child, Bananarana, Letty Cunningham, Late Night with 702. Shout out to all the members. Really appreciate you guys for being here. Constitutional Freedom Fighter, you wrote one too? I am scrolling back. Did I miss it? Well, Constitutional Freedom Fighter, thank you so much. I'm sorry I missed it. My bad. But I want to explain something to you guys. And this is just fact. It's not even food for thought. It's dessert for fuck nuggets is what it is. Because, Steve Harloha, thank you so much. Curtis YZ, thank you so much. Yeah, abso-fucking-lutely, brother. Let me show you, okay? I'm going to show you just the analytics, okay? All right. Let me get this nice and close so you can see. Okay. I want you to see. So this video in the past 48 hours has gotten 22,307 views. I think it's got close to 100K. But I want you to look to the left of the screen. You're going to see a dip, right? It's high on one end. It looks like a bookend. It's high on the other end. And in the middle, there's nothing. Because the video started off really strong, got about 75,000 views in the first day, right? And then you'll see that it trailed off in the middle where there's not a lot going on. Started getting real slow. And then all of a sudden, the mainstream media tries to paint AFA as a bad guy. And then you'll see the views pick right back up. And that means those views are probably doing about 4,000 an hour. All right. So you wanted to make me look like an asshole. The people read your bullshit story. And then they came and watched the video and they fucking subscribed. So that's just one example. Let's look at another example. There can't be more as far as this story goes. Okay. Let's look at this one. This video has got 50,000 views, okay? This is just a short. And you'll see leading up to it, no views, its first 2 days. Then all of a sudden in 7 hours, it got 49,537 once the lamestream media started talking about it. So I do appreciate you putting me over 100K. Anthony M., thank you so much. Lamestream is good for nothing but sending AFA subscribers and more people to help spread the message. So great fucking job. Two things, you guys. If you're not subscribed to my backup channel, Make sure you subscribe to the AFA crew. I got this brand new rig. I got a brand new phone. So one rig is going to have my new phone on top recording static. And right underneath it, it's going to be attached, is going to be my older phone. It's still not that old. And it's going to be live streaming to the AFA crew. So every single audit, I'll be live on the AFA crew and I'll be static on my main channel. So make sure you subscribe to the AFA crew. Also, please make sure you subscribe to the Wandering Hippie. This is him right here, my partner in crime, not getting enough attention. Glad he is now. An absolute beast, and just a wonderful, wonderful guy. He goes live a lot. So if you don't want to wait for me to have to put out my silly videos and have to wait, 3 to 7 days for them to come out, then, make sure you subscribe to Wandering Hippie, an absolute gentleman, and just, an amazing, amazing person. And lastly, KJ, thank you so much, KJ. Thank you so much. And lastly, so let me just show you what all these channels look like. All my friends. Let's look at all my friends. I want to show you what all my friends look like, just so you can go subscribe, so you know where to find me. So this is the Wandering Hippie. This video, awesome. So you can see all the videos there. When I started filming with him, I think so he just made 1,000 subscribers in the last week, absolutely killing it. That's Wandering Hippie. I want you to make sure you subscribe to Wandering Hippie. Then I want you to make sure you subscribe to Mrs. AFA, Bananarana. Guys, she's about to break 5,000 subscribers. She's at 4,004.54. Again, a ton of videos with me. She does records request videos. She has a video with a cop's actual phone footage. And she's got a lot of big videos as well, upwards of 75,000 views. Can we all go subscribe to Bananarana, get her over 4.5K? And then lastly, but not leastly, my backup channel, the AFA crew. We just broke 10,000 subscribers because you guys are amazing. A lot of different stuff on there, a lot of fun stuff. And a lot of big videos. I think the biggest video I have on this channel is actually 1.8 million. So we're doing some pretty big stuff on that channel as well. Let me take a moment to say hi to all the folks in chat, especially the members. I don't want to miss a super chat. I didn't. Okay. Hello, Judd. Melissa Stedman, Late Night with 702. Bananarana. Why was Booker Dooley hidden? Is that the real Booker Dooley? That's got to be a fake Booker Dooley. Yeah, that's a fake Booker Dooley, guys. Only 4 subscribers, 1 video. That's a fake Booker Dooley. Okay, I was going to say, he's not, the real Booker Dooley is not a knuckfugget. Josh for Watch, Judd, Melissa Stedman. What other members we got out there? Josh for Watch, Lenny Cottingham, KJ. And by the way, guys, don't block. You want to time someone out. Chop, what's up, Chop? If you want to time someone out, that's fine, but we are not the Ridgefield Town Hall. We are not Patricia Pacheco. Let me be clear. Tony, what's up, Tony? If someone says, I hate Josh, accountability for all sucks, and he eats shit sangies for breakfast, we don't remove the comment. We don't block the comment. It's their free speech. We have to be the very same champions that we criticize these other assholes for not being. So the only time I ever want to see anyone timed out is if it's blocked or timed out, if it's a violation of the terms of service, YouTube community guidelines. There will be no doxing, threats of violence, or attacks on people as far as their children, stuff that goes. This is a free speech zone. It is the opposite of the Ridgefield Town Hall in Ridgefield, Connecticut. We like our free speech here. Let me check real quick before we wrap this up and see if Ridgefield Town Hall has some reviews or if they've blocked new reviews because they're a bunch of fuck knuckles. Yeah, they still have 5 stars. You have the right to redress your grievances as if you're a business. Appreciate you. Anyways, again, Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Again, yo, Joey Surreal Camera, what up, fo? Really appreciate everyone. Thanks for being here. And I'll tell you one thing. I want to show you my first video. I want to show you my first video since we're all here. What got me to 100,000 subscribers? Most of you haven't seen it. The first one was viral, and then I took it down. I reposted it. I want to show you guys my first video. Maybe Nana, can you get up on this and help me with pulling up the first video? View all. I think we played it the other day. Let me go through it real quick. If Nana could help me bring this up. Here it is. I want to show you guys what got me started on this journey, okay? Never in my life did I think that I would be sitting in front of 100,000 people, or that I would have however many views I got and whatever. I just never thought that was possible. And I'm honest about where I came from. I used to be addicted to drugs. I was homeless. I was out doing the wrong thing. I was lucky enough to go to jail and get cleaned out. And when I came out, now I'm not homeless anymore. Now I'm not sleeping under bridges. Now I'm not doing the wrong thing with the wrong people. And I really started focusing on my rights. And I had a police officer who saw me, and he profiled me. He knew who I was. He assumed that I had to have done something wrong and that my rights simply didn't apply. Okay. So he goes the wrong way down a one-way. Wrong way down a one-way. So I tell him to observe the same traffic laws that he would pull anyone else over for. But that was too much for him. The very moment that I told him to drive more safely, he flips a U-turn, throws on his things. There was a lady parked where I was at, and she actually beams across the street and parks in a parking lot. This is Officer Steve Burnham, badge number 75 of the Wakefield PD. And when police officers ask me why I do what I do, I make sure to always give credit to Sergeant Burnham, badge number 75 in Wakefield PD. What was I doing there? The drug epidemic is real. And a year prior, I had lost a friend who passed away on the 4th of July. And I was with two other people, and we went to this church just to kind of pay a little bit of respect to him. And this guy wanted to, he got me at the wrong time. I didn't know you could talk this way to police. I really didn't have any interest in talking this way to the police, but I just was not going to take one more second of tyranny. I did nothing wrong. And I decided at that point in my life that I was owed better than that. And I didn't think it was going to turn into anything, to be perfectly honest with you. I didn't know how to send a video file that large. So I just uploaded it to my YouTube account and I sent it to my buddy. And he watched it and he's like, "You got something here." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You need to upload this. People need to see this." Some kid that was on the streets now exercising his rights, being treated with respect because he didn't take the tyranny. And that's what started this journey. And some of you here tonight were here with me then. Anthony M. was here with me then. There's a couple other folks in here that were here with me then. Ken Dalton, a couple other people. But regardless, this video is what got me to where I am. So I think it's fitting that we're celebrating 100,000 subscribers, that I end with showing you guys my very first video. Please excuse how poor the video is as far as holding it and everything. As soon as the cop pulled up to me, he says, "Now I'm going to get ID." So this is where the video starts off, guys. My very first audit. And I know it's not as good as a lot of you folks out there, but I was damn proud to not take it anymore. Let's watch.
So I just get the video on because you got a body cam, right?
No, I don't.
Oh, it's for my protection.
Okay.
So I'm not going to give you my name.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else?
No, I just wonder why you're talking about being on the wrong side of the road.
Because you're a police officer.
Yeah.
You're on the wrong side of the road with a car no more than 3 feet in front of you,
Okay.
coming towards you.
But I was parked and I was talking to you.
Did you have your emergency lights on?
No, I didn't.
So unless you have your emergency lights on, you're not allowed to evade traffic laws. So if all I'm saying is,
Wait
if
a
I'm on the
second.
wrong
Wait a
side of the
second.
road,
Wait a second.
I'm getting a ticket for that. Am I right?
That's wrong. No, you're not necessarily getting a ticket. Why would you assume you're automatically going to get a ticket?
Well, do you think it's wrong? Would you tell me, hey, listen, you're on the wrong side of the road?
I didn't think anything was wrong.
If I was on the wrong side of the road, would you tell me I was on the wrong side of the
Come
road?
up and talk to you like I'm talking to you right now.
Okay, well, I was letting you know that you're on the wrong side of the road. And then you get out of the car and you say, what's your name? Now I got to know who I'm talking to. Like, how about this? I'm not going to tell you my name. I don't have to tell you anything.
Okay. I didn't say you had to tell me anything. I'm talking to you.
Well, to even ask me, like, that's
I'm talking to you in a normal conversation.
like, you think, like, as most people I understand will probably, like,
to you in a normal
they
tone.
probably don't know their rights.
I'm talking to you in a normal tone. Am I not?
Now you are, but you got out of the car like all like fucking tough guy. Like,
I
oh,
didn't.
now I want to know who I'm talking
I
to.
want to know who I'm talking to.
Like,
I'd like
and
to-
I don't
I'd
have
li-
to tell you
I'd
who
just
you're
like to know
talking
the
to.
name of the person I'm talking to.
You're talking to the guy that told you shouldn't be driving on the wrong side of the fucking
I
road.
wasn't driving. Whoa.
I have freedom of
Whoa.
speech. You're not going to catch me up on that. There's no one around. It's not disorderly conduct.
I didn't say it was disorderly conduct.
Like,
But you're
I-
the one going there.
I am.
Okay. You're telling me. You're correcting me.
The only
Okay.
thing I won't do is like blow smoke at you because that's a public safety issue. Other than
It's not a
that,
public safety issue. I used to smoke.
listen, to get, first of all,
Listen,
you're blocking a fucking intersection, right?
Whoa.
You are. Like,
What are you, the public safety officer?
no, I'm just saying all the shit that you guys would say to me,
What are you
why
talking
can't
about? I've never met you. I don't know you from Adam.
Okay, but what I'm saying is the police in general, if I'm
I asked you
parked
what
right
you were
here,
doing in front of St.
like, why
Joe's
don't you,
at this hour? Because obviously there's no
is there,
mask going on.
is there a fucking no trespass? I'm not, first of all, I'm on a public sidewalk. I'm on
I
a
just
public
asked what you're up to. I can walk up. Wait, you know the mass law so well, right?
Yeah.
I can walk up and approach anyone.
Is it a Terry stop?
It's not a Terry stop, but I can.
Am I
approach-
detained?
No.
I said I'm free to go.
Yeah.
If I'm free to
I
go, I'm
never
free to
said you
stay,
were-
and I can stay right here
Exactly.
without being
I never
questioned.
told you you had to go anywhere.
So I don't understand why you're out of your car right now.
Because I can be out of my car if I want to be.
Blocking
Just
an
like you-
intersection without your safety lights.
Someone can go around me.
Okay, but why don't you put on your lights?
Why do I need to put my lights on?
Because you're in the middle of the street.
I'm not in the middle.
Like, why is it different for you guys and for everybody else?
Why are you so upset about, like, did someone offend you once? Like you?
Well,
you
people have offended me many times in my
Okay.
life. I don't like the way that you got out of the car like you're fucking some tough guy.
I'm not a tough guy.
Like, hey, now I'm going to find out who you are. Like,
I'd
no,
to
you're
find
not.
out who I am.
You'd like to find out who you are? Look at your birth
I'd
certificate
like
if you
to
don't know
find
who
out
you
who
are.
I'm talking to. I stand corrected. Okay.
All right, is there anything else?
No.
I would suggest that you either put your, like, you're a supervisor. That's crazy. I would suggest you put your emergency lights
You're
on
critiquing
or
it.
not
You're-
park in the
you're
middle of the
critiquing
road.
It's crazy.
You know, there could be a crime right now and you're stopping to talk to me because you know what? I'm going to stay here. You're going to take, you're going to leave before I
And
am.
they could call me on the radio.
You're going to leave before I am.
Okay.
Like, I don't appreciate it. I've had issues with the Wakefield cops before.
Not
and
me
they-
though.
And they all
Not
pull the same
me.
shit. Let me get ID. No,
I didn't say let get ID.
Well,
I
they
never
pull-
asked
pull-
you for your ID.
you're asking
You
me
can
my
look at that
name.
video. I asked you your name.
hmm
Simply your first name. Just because I'd like to know. I gave you my name. I'm John.
So I don't understand why you're still here.
Because I'm just talking to you.
Like,
There's one person to another.
why?
Because you felt the need to critique my driving.
No, let me tell. Can I tell you exactly why you're here? And maybe you
Why?
can take criticism or not. It's because I got flip of my mouth because I can fucking do that, right? And you wanted to get out the car. You know what? 9 out of 10 people, when you said, "Oh, now I'm going to find out who I'm talking to," they give you your name. They're not aware of their rights. So it's the police guy with the badge. I don't care.
I'm not going to force you to give you my name.
I don't. Well, I
I
don't.
know.
Is that not why you got out of the car?
I would like to know.
You didn't want to just say, like, because you didn't try and make my acquaintance when you drove by the first time. When I said something to you for driving on the wrong side of the street, that's when you pulled over.
I did. Yes.
Okay, so then you got out of the car to try and flex your badge on.
I'm not flexing anything on. Do I seem like I'm flexing anything right now?
You did before I checked your nuts.
What are you talking about?
I don't understand why you're still here.
I don't understand why you're making like a mountain out of a molehill.
I can make a fucking mountain out of a fucking anthill if I want.
Okay. If
I'm
that's how
not
you wanna
breaking.
spend
I'm
your
not
time.
breaking any laws. I was spending my time minding my own business, and until you came and
You're
changed
sitting
that.
in front of a church with 3 people, so I came over to.
Okay,
see what you're up to.
can you point out the statute that says I can't be on
I
a
didn't
public
say you
easement?
couldn't do it.
It's a public easement.
I didn't say you
This is
couldn't
public
do it.
property. I can be here till whenever I want. Is there a city ordinance in effect?
I never said you couldn't do it. I just wanted to come over and see what you guys were up to.
Okay, well you're all
Because if
set.
Yeah.
You're all set. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Like you don't have to. Like I don't know why this went from like 0 to 100. All
Because
right?
you broke the law.
I broke the law.
Yeah.
What?
Do you have anything in your car I should know about?
What are you?
Anything illegal on you?
I don't know.
You mind if I search you?
Sure. Go
Can I
ahead.
see your ID, please?
I don't have it on me.
Can you put your hands up against the car?
Why would I do that?
Oh, I'm going to have to issue you a citation. Unmarked lane change, unfortunately.
Why would I have to? Verbal warning. You could do that too.
But I choose not to.
Discretion's on.
Officer, well, there's no
Discretion's
courtesy.
a good
There's
thing.
there's no courtesy here. I'm not a
Yeah.
cop, so I don't have to give you courtesy.
I never said you had to. My keys can't be broken either.
Well,
You know that though too, right?
see you later. What's your badge number? Burnham, badge number 75.
Got it?
All right, see you later.
That's my first name too.
See you later. No, I don't need your first name.
I already gave it to you.
I don't need it. I wasn't paying attention, to be honest.
Okay. I'm not required to give you any.
Yeah, you are.
Just one.
Your badge number.
Yep. Just the badge number.
Yeah. Well, if you don't want me to know the rest, you shouldn't have it in your shirt there.
I'm
I'm required to have it on my shirt. It's part of my uniform.
All right, so then you gave me two.
Yeah, I gave you both. I'm usually required by law just to give you one or the other. Just so
I
you know.
fucking hate the cops.
Why?
Cause you guys like, I would say no offense, but I don't care. You guys are just pigs.
Why?
Because you're fucking pigs.
Why do you say that?
Because you are.
What do you do for work?
None of your business. I don't answer questions.
Okay. Well, whatever you do for work, how would you like it if someone said or made derogatory comments about
I'd applaud them for standing up for their fucking. Do you know what the First Amendment is?
Yes.
What is it?
First Amendment, right? The free speech.
What else?
A whole slew of things.
A whole slew of things. So your job is to defend the Constitution, and you don't even know what it is. Freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, right to gather, practice religion.
Yep.
What's the Second Amendment?
Right to bear arms.
Third Amendment.
We're not going to get into a test.
You don't know Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment?
What's the 10th? What's the 21st?
21st Amendment.
All right, guys. Just a quick peek of the first video. You guys can go check it out if you want. It's called Best Cop Owned Ever. My first video, First Amendment Audit. It's on my channel. That video was taken in 2019, and I had to dumb my accent down quite a bit because what I noticed was happening is I was traveling to the Midwest and I was traveling to the West and the South and all that stuff. And cops would know the accent immediately. So they would look up First Amendment Audit, Boston, and I'd be all over the place. So in order to stay off their radar, I started working on my accent and changing it to kind of dumb down the Boston out of it. So that way they couldn't immediately identify me without, violating my own Fourth Amendment right. And it got to the point where it kind of just stuck a little bit. But you can tell when I get angry, the Boston comes out in me just a little bit. If you guys are members, new or old, and you're not in the AFA members chat, make sure you go to the community tab and check the members notifications so you know how to reach out to us and get all access to all of your perks. And quick thing, Joe said in her original comment that she loves the Boston accent because it reminds her of the Cockney Londoner accent. Why do people from Massachusetts or from Boston not pronounce their R's and they talk the way that they do? And I will tell you why. Boston was the first colonized area. Massachusetts was the first colonized place by Great Britain, by England, when they came over here. So we had the most pronounced accent. So when you hear, British or Australian or people from Great Britain say like, I was going to my car, it's much the same thing. We don't sound as refined when we say it, but that's why we have such an accent. But anyways, guys, I really appreciate you. You guys have been awesome here for a minute, an hour, 22 minutes and 43 seconds as of now. We appreciate you. Make sure you stay tuned. And remember that the tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. And what that means is when we sacrifice essential liberty for temporary security, we deserve neither. The ball is in our court. Okay, it's our responsibility to make sure that we exercise our rights because there's so many brave men and service women out there that have paid many a sacrifice, including the ultimate one, to make sure that we have our rights so that we, the people of the United States of America, can continue to form a more perfect union. I'm at 100K because of you guys. I'll see you at 200K pretty soon. Stay tuned for the weekly updates almost daily that we do because we do follow through. We do records requests over everything. We get body cam footage. We follow through. And something interesting, Patricia Pacheco, if she did not know, the Connecticut Constitution is quite specific in reference to victims' rights. A victim has the ability, without suing them in court in their public capacity, to settle for financial. So we already did speak to an attorney in this matter. And so not only are we going to be following through, if they don't want to apologize, they want to cost you all that money, then, apologies. What do they care? Apology costs her ego. A lawsuit costs you. And we've been quite clear. They don't care about you. We'll catch you on the next one. And that's the reason I stopped you today. Later, guys.